Shalom, shalom. Kol halalim la Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the prophets of that body. Shalom to 144,000 and 1/3. May peace and blessings be upon your households. Salakia. Just a quick one. Okay. India fires missiles at Pakistan as World War III fears grow. Okay. Let me cut the scriptures 1 second. Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And we've been getting this food, starting from the milk, then right down to the chewable food, excuse me, from our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man, as well as the prophets, the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh Bashem Shai, the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashem Shai. They've been letting us know, okay, they've been reading the scriptures, they've been giving us signs, nuggets in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, of letting you know what to watch out for, what to see, what are the signs, what are the telltale signs of, the end of one thing and the beginning of something new. As we can see, we are at the final stages of the end of the so-called white man's kingdom, and the signs are there. And the Lord Yahweh Shemir Shai is putting the spirit on the whole planet, and be it from the soldiers to the people that do all the I don't know the correct terms or whatever. They do all the background stuff and all the graphics for YouTube and all these is it graphics? I don't know. Do all the specific titles, slogans, World War III, and putting the spirit on soldiers and politicians and people in the background, pulling the strings of the so-called elites to make this thing happen. And the Lord is putting the spirit on them, as well as people that make the news, to let us know, to give us those specific signs as well. Okay, because man's goings of the Lord, then how can a man understand his own way, right? So we are seeing the telltale signs, and we can feel it. Like that song, there's something in the air. Not tonight, there's something literally in the air. And you can feel the energy change, the shift change, I felt the shift change when the year turned from 1999 to year 2000. There's a dark energy in 1999. Then year 2000 come along, feel dark energy. But now, at the point now, 2025, you can really feel it. All right, and the signs are there also. Let's go to NIV, Proverbs 4:25 and 27. Salakia. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. Now's the time to, look at yourself in the mirror. The man in the mirror, like that song. Examine yourself. We ain't perfect, but we're not going to go off and do some outlandish, crazy shit. Try and basically trim the fat. If that's not a good term to use. To try and improve yourself, to make yourself into a better Jake on this side. So, because now's not the time. Because now's not the time to BS around. As Elder Yasha Wamba would say, it was cute to be a ninja up until about 2004. All right, so all you Jakes out there, it was cute to be a ninja in 2004, but but now, hell no. You better get, you can't be like that. Oh, who's that clown man? That Crip, the 55th guy, whatever. That real fat, overweight, obese Jake, who the one who says on hood all the time. Who made videos with the China Mac. Yeah, you don't want to be like him, man. Stuck in 1985. The guy thinks it's 1985. And South Central is still like that. He's living in the movie colors. You don't want to be like that. You want to be away from that. You don't want to go backwards. You want to go forwards, man. You want to get yourself to a level where you can say to yourself, okay, this is how I was before the truth. Now look at me now, spiritually, and try and get yourself right. Okay. And the Lord will give you indications and signs along the way, maybe even dreams and visions, that you're going to be all right if it's the Lord's will. Okay. Proverbs 4:25 and 27 again. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. Man, I've got to clear my throat. Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right, let's go to the video. Where is it? Not that.
तकरीबन मैक्सिमम 10 से 12 करोड़ की बात आई है जो शदीद हमें दिखाई भी दिए कि ऊपर से जलते हुए नजर आए, लेकिन एग्जैक्ट ये नहीं पता चला कि शायद भी किस जगह पे लगे। तो अलबत्ता आवाज बहुत आई है, बहुत ज्यादा आवाज आई है, पूरा सिटी जो है वो डर गया है। तो देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है। ये नुकसान, ये 9 नंबर ये मस्जिद तैयबा मरकज उमर करा के अंदर।
Yeah, that's a mosque. The guy's saying that's a mosque. It's a missile or something hit it.
ये नुकसान है।
Watch what smoothies.
Damn. Salak for that. Stop saying World War III. This is between two countries. This is two countries. It's not anyone else's business. Typical Mirror headlines. People are scared about that. People are just probably saying that there's not much drama on the screen as yet. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. India has launched Operation Sindoor, a precise and restrained response to the barbaric Pahalgam terror attack that claimed 26 lives, including one Nepali citizen. Focus strikes were carried out on 9 terrorist infrastructure sites in Pakistan, and Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, targeting the roots of cross-border terror planning. Importantly, no Pakistani military facilities were hit, reflecting India's calibrated and non-escalatory approach. This operation underscores India's resolve to hold perpetrators accountable while avoiding unnecessary provocation. A detailed briefing on the operation will follow later today. Okay, so the Ministry of Defense is saying that they didn't hit no Pakistani military places. They're just trying to just focus on the specific cancer, which is the so-called terrorists. Okay, all right. I'm surprised Pakistan would say, you know, we can handle our business ourselves. We don't want you coming into our airspace or, you know, even throwing anything on our end, you know. But nevertheless, the Lord's putting the spirit in these people to be, you know, to get the ball rolling.
इश्तियाल जारियत की है और मासूम लोगों को
Pakistan side, I think. As soon as I see the Arabic type writing, then I'll know.
Sovereignty of the Pakistan.
Yeah, this guy's see the Pakistani flags. This guy's a Pakistani, so.
I think 10 से 15 जो मसाइल हैं वो इधर लगे. हमारी इधर बहुत बड़ी जामे मस्जिद थी जिधर हमारे बुजुर्ग नौजवान बच्चे इधर नमाज पढ़ने आते थे, मदरसा पढ़ते थे. वो इस टाइम आपके सामने धर्म भरम हो चुका है.
He said the missile hit the mosque and some houses. Yeah, there's a mosque knocked down for that. That's the minaret where they do the prayer, you know, they shout Allah and all that nonsense, you know what I mean? Waking up people when they're sleeping early in the morning.
The attacks between India and Pakistan.
Now it's a shame we just heard about it just as we were walking in the doors of the Oval. Just heard about it. I guess people knew something was going to happen based on a little bit of the past. They've been fighting for a long time. You know, they've been fighting for many, many decades and centuries, actually, if you really think about it. No, I just hope it ends very quick.
Pakistan didn't exist centuries ago, by the way. He's a dumbass. Pakistan was established in 1947. What he's probably talking about is the beef between Muslims and Hindus, because you know the Turks and the Arabs been, you know, hitting India or the other Eastern countries as well for centuries, which is true. Guy's a comedian. Every time I look at Trump, I start laughing, man.
Quickly.
Dangerous comedian.
Be doing it at some point, but not for this trip.
President Trump, there's a report that the UK is offering various trade concessions.
Anyway, I didn't even watch the video. I just thought, okay, let's just see. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Now, don't just think that, okay, yeah, it's just a couple of skirmishes and all that. You know, if you want to be on the receiving end of a rocket hitting your house, but you're not seeing people's heads rolling at the moment, you know, it's just the beginning stages. All right. Just like a boxing match, you see the beginning stages, there's all the hoopla and everything until you get down to the nitty gritty, which is in the ring where the real work is done. This is what is happening right now. It's all the hoopla. All right. When it gets real heavy, you're going to know it and you're going to feel it. All right. But anyway, just a quick one just to let you know that the Lord is. Where is that video gone? The Lord is. You know, making things happen, and the Spirit is out there. India fires missiles at Pakistan as World War III fears grow. All right. Anyway.